I'm Deb Gemmel of Deb Gemmel Mods, and this is a summer video. It's mid-July, and I still have been knitting, so I thought I'd just let you know where I've gotten to, and I hope you're enjoying your summer. This is my V-neck raglan pullover, and I haven't been working on this. So the pattern is written, the charts are done. All I have to do is finish this, but I don't think it's going to be finished until probably quite a bit more time. So anyway, I'll just show you the twisted stitches that I chose. These are twisted stitches that are slightly raised because they're against the stocking stitch background. So, for instance, the knit two togethers, the right leaning, the right leaning twists, you knit two together, and then you knit the first stitch again. So the left leaning, you actually knit the second stitch from the end, and then knit them together. So I will do a video to show that. What it does is really raise them up against the stocking stitch background, which I'm really, really pleased with. So I haven't gotten very far. I haven't gotten any further than I had shown you before, although you have a little tiny bit. I added it under the arms, and I've done enough that you can see it. Last time you couldn't see it. So there it is. And there it is. There. So I'm doing that down the front and then down the two sides, which does a very good job of breaking up all that stocking stitch because I obviously have a very long way to go. So that's in fingering superwash. So it seems a little delicate compared to what else I have been working on. And I have an almost finished object. I'm so excited. This is my 12-point circular knit in 6-row stripes at the top, and I'm so pleased to be done. So there's the raised back, and you can see all the points, the 12 points, where there's increases. And I did them with lift one right and lift one left. So there you go. And I think they came out really, really well. I tried a new kind of edging, which I will put a link to the video if I can get it here. And I'll see how effective it is. It seems pretty effective on the sleeve, but it's rolling at the bottom, so we'll have to see if that blocks out. And you can see on this my all my increases that I did to make this about 3 inches wider at the bottom, which I think it's 24 inches long, so I think I got the 3 inches wider at the bottom. So I'm very pleased. Have that done. That's in Hemp for Knitting Hempton, which I have shown you before. But the 6 rounds of stripes was very nice to knit. The other thing that I'm working on is my Lunenburg. So this is my Lunenburg. There we are. Pay no attention to that. This is my Lunenburg, which I did mostly in blue. So it's not very dramatic, but it's very wide at the neck. Wider than I'm really comfortable with. And the short rows to raise the back are just before you split. And it only gives me about an inch. The back is like an inch deeper than the front, which I don't find is as comfortable as I would like. So what I have done is I have taken a very small needle and threaded it through the knit one purl ones all the way around the base, and then I have cut one stitch, and I'm just pulling it all out so that the stitches are sitting on my needle. Now I think I actually there's chipmunks running around. I think I actually cut about a row above where I could have, but it's going to be okay. I can do the knit one purl ones in these, and then I am part way around. You can see I'm part way around. And then what I will do is do short rows and raise the back of the neck, I'll do short rows to raise the back of the neck. And I will also, I'm going to use a much smaller needle, which I think will pull it in. And I will probably decrease, well, I might not, because I'm going down. I knit the neck on a 2.75. I'm going to knit it on a 2.25. And I'm going to do the short rows, which will raise the back. Even if it ends up not much narrower, it will be more comfortable for me. And I have a lot of room. I have a lot of yoke depth. So if it comes up like a little bit, that would be actually a good thing. So I'll keep you posted. I should measure it before well, it was very wide. There it is. So I'm just picking that out stitch by stitch, and I'm looking forward to that because I did enjoy making it, but I did enjoy wearing it. The other one is the one I'm doing for my son-in-law, and it has the same thing. Now he picked a whole different range of colors than me. I went subtle and he did not. So, but now I'm worried that this will really stretch out, and I'm not sure that's a guy thing, is it? Like to have such a wide neck? I don't think so. So I may have to go back. I had two thoughts. I could go back and do the same thing I'm doing on this, which is thread a small needle through, cut it, and do the neck again on a much smaller needle. Or I thought about picking up here along the edge with 2.25, doing ribbing and making it a double collar so that the 2.25 needle, when I originally did this with a 2.75, with the smaller needle, I thought that might keep it from spreading too much. Because like right now it's not too bad. But as soon as I block it, it's going to be out to here, which is way too wide. My other thought was to take a crochet hook and do slip stitches across the back to hold it. But I'm thinking the double neckband might be nice, and the 2.25 needle would really hold it, I think. It's worth a shot. It's worth a shot, don't you think? So I did in my blog talk about what I did to make this, which I am assuming is mostly a women's sweater, to make it for a young man. So what I did first of all was I knit it 1/2 inch deeper in the yoke, just because I thought he could probably use it. Shoulders, bigger shoulders. And then I did short rows where you're supposed to, just before the divide, except I did more. So on mine, there's barely an inch between the length of the back and the length of the front. And so I did the short row, so now there's almost, well, I can't get it right. It's almost 1.5 inches, which I'm very happy with. I'm trying to hold it so you can see that. There it is. There's almost 1.5 inches difference. And I was reading a couple blogs about short rows and things like that. So what I did was I ended up not starting just on the front and doing the short rows so they creep across the front. I started in the middle of the sleeve and I did them further apart, but I had lots of room to do more of them. So I'm hoping that that makes a difference. It hasn't been blocked at all, so it sits about there, which I think is pretty good. But yeah, the neck looks big, doesn't it, for a man? Yeah, I'll see how it works on the Lunenburg for myself, and see if that works. And if it does, I will do this one too. So I'm right here, down to here, and this is a man's sweater. What I'm going to do is, starting here, he wants it quite long, so starting here, I am going to decrease 4 stitches, and I do them on either side of the underarm cast-on stitches. That's why I leave the markers in. So outside of here, I'm going to do a decrease and a decrease and a decrease and a decrease on the other side every 2 inches. So I should be able to, that should give me a 4, I think 4, maybe a little bit more decrease in the shape of this sweater, which will suit my son-in-law, I think, very well. Shoulders, and he's very slim, so I think that will work. And might even do it every 1.5 inches. I mean, there's lots of room. So yes. Anyway, that's what I'm doing with this one, and I'm still going ahead, and I know you can see all of this. I am using 3 different balls so that I don't get any stripes in between the balls. And this is the way that I quite often do it. So I'm switching, I'm doing 3-ball helical to stop any pooling of colors and any sharp line between one ball and the next ball. So yeah, so that's where I am. I don't know if you're knitting. It's a hot summer, and we're even a little warm here in Northern Ontario, so which is a little unusual. But I've been working away, and I got some more work to do on my building. So we're kind of busy, but I've still been moving ahead. So what I wanted to get down to was one project stocking stitch. That will be this one. Stocking stitch body, stocking stitch sleeves, and one with a pattern. And I finished the body of my other V-neck with the stripes, which I didn't pull out, but that still needs sleeves. But I can't have too many stocking stitch projects on at the same time. So it's nice to be able to have one project with a bit of a pattern as a break from all the stocking stitch, which this is going to be a very long sweater. So I got a long way to go. So I hope your summer is going well, and I will catch you up in a couple weeks. See you then.